Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Swallowed Star based on novel. So let's start. Great Thunder Star Master thought he couldn't gain anything even if he kept fighting Luo Feng. On the contrary, he might suffer losses if he wasn't careful enough. He immediately decided to leave, and just when he started to flee, endless and dimming golden light spread, covering an area of more than 1 square light-year. Snowy sand floated. It was as if it were another dimension. The sand floated around the ocean, but was immediately annihilated when it got close to the core whirlpool. Apparently, it couldn't cover that terrifying area. Golden Country and Snow Sand Ocean. They were performed at the same time. Under Du and Mie, the power was incredibly strong, and it bound Great Thunder Star Master. Humph! Great Thunder Star Master looked aloof. The binding affected him, but he could still be 100 times faster than light speed. It would just take him more time. Suppress! Luo Feng's beast god suddenly yelled. Star Tower, which was trying to strike at Great Thunder Star Master like a mountain, suddenly started to spin. It started to give out a dimming light, and there were engravings on the surface of the tower that looked like screw threads. The light on the screw thread engravings kept spinning, and Star Tower pressed against Great Thunder Star Master. In terms of speed, even great beings couldn't compare with weapons. Star Tower had lost its ferocity before. Instead, it kept pressing down, trembling. Star Tower immediately fell on the head of Great Thunder Star Master. Huh! Great Thunder Star Master, who was trying to flee, was like a mouse being suppressed by a giant rock. He couldn't move. Heavy. Too heavy. Great Thunder Star Master felt the full impact of the pressure being exerted by Star Tower. It wasn't just weight, but suppression. When Star Tower fell on him, it was as if they were combined. The weight from Star Tower became his weight as well. It felt as if he were carrying a miniature universe. It was so heavy that he couldn't walk at all. It was like remote ocean. Remote ocean couldn't move by itself, and it was staggeringly slow. Now, Great Thunder Star Master was slower than endless remote ocean. Impossible, impossible. Great Thunder Star Master yelled, and lightning burst from his body. The thunder light ball at the center of his body suddenly exploded and reached its maximum power. Great Thunder Star Master could only fly slowly, slower than 10,000 kilometers per second. No, 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 he roared, trying to speed up. 10,000 kilometers per second was his limit. The more he sped up, the stronger the pressure from Star Tower became. Luo Feng was quite satisfied. I've already fully comprehended the 4th and the 5th level of engravings on Star Tower. The 4th level is called Hit. The 5th level is called Suppress. Luo Feng didn't bother coming up with mysterious names. However, the 4th and 5th level of engravings on Star Tower excited him. The main function of Star Tower before was hitting, and it was at level 4. The 5th level was at level 8. Under Du and Mie, it was at level 9. Under such powerful suppression, even Great Thunder Star Master found it difficult to move. If you have a helper you can collaborate with, you can blast my Star Tower away, Luo Feng thought. If we were somewhere safer, you could keep fighting me. After all, maintaining attacks at level 9 consumes a great deal of godly power, and I kept performing Du and Mie, so it consumes much more. You have a larger godly body, have more advanced godly power, so you'll definitely have an advantage if we're stuck in a long fight. Unfortunately for you, I set you up. Everything's going as planned. Die, Great Thunder Star Master. Thoughts flooded Luo Feng's mind. When he controlled the 5th level engravings, and when Star Tower suppressed Great Thunder Star Master, a giant object appeared from the ocean. The ancient ship showed up and raced toward Great Thunder Star Master. No. Great Thunder Star Master felt that he was being pressured by Star Tower and couldn't get away. He used Universe Imperial Cone to attack it, but even his own body was constrained by the suppression, so he couldn't move Star Tower at all. He was incredibly slow. Boat of Mausoleum, which was 10 billion kilometers long, charged at him. He was slower than 10,000 kilometers per second, so he couldn't avoid it at all. Humph! Luo Feng's beast god watched. He was doomed. Great Thunder Star Master was definitely doomed. His godly power could maintain suppression at level 9 easily. Great Thunder Star Master was being hit by Boat of Mausoleum, which couldn't be moved even by a large group of Universe Masters. This terrifying ship could definitely push Great Thunder Star Master into Core Whirlpool, which was exceedingly powerful. There was a tranquil portal at the very center, as that at the center of a tornado. Sometimes, there would be true treasures emerging from the Core Whirlpool. However, Great Thunder Star Master would be crushed and killed before it could reach the center of the Core Whirlpool. Even Universe Supreme Masters needed Supreme True Treasure Palaces to survive the Core Whirlpool. Star Tower was for suppression, Boat of Mausoleum was for pushing, and the Core Whirlpool was for killing. Luo Feng stared at that thunder giant and delighted in his life withering away. You made me do this. Great Thunder Star Master suddenly roared in anger. Luo Feng. Luo Feng. You made me do this. You did this. Drop dead. Luo Feng sensed that something bad was going to happen. Quick, push him. Luo Feng drove Boat of Mausoleum with all his power, making it as fast as possible. At that moment, Great Thunder Star Master had gone completely insane. After that roar, there was black air everywhere on his giant body, surrounded by lightning. Black air emanated outward, making him howl in agony. That mysterious black air looked harmless, but Luo Feng's instincts told him otherwise. Danger, danger, danger. Every part of his godly power was screaming, as if it had encountered a terrifying being. Dodge. Luo Feng rushed into Boat of Mausoleum. Star Tower was suppressing Great Thunder Star Master, so he could only hide in Boat of Mausoleum. Great Thunder Star Master was insane. You want to kill me, he roared. You can die first. The endless black air surged out of his thunder body, and it slashed the surrounding space. Its speed was limited like a domain true treasure, covering the area after it was performed. It spread toward Luo Feng instantly, and started to pierce Golden Horn Beast Luo Feng. This is nothing, Luo Feng told himself. I can totally resist it. My crazy demon extermination godly armor is also in the shape of a beast god, like a pinnacle true treasure palace. Although Luo Feng was fearful in his heart, his godly power was terrified, as if at the mercy of all-consuming flames. His godly power was terrified of the black air. It wasn't influenced by Luo Feng's mind. Luo Feng's logic told him that nothing existing in universe ocean that was this horrifying. After all, he was very powerful, and the beast god formed by crazy demon extermination godly armor was like a pinnacle true treasure palace. Crazy demon extermination godly armor needed to be broken before his godly body could be hit. However, no supreme masters were able to break a pinnacle true treasure palace. The seemingly ordinary black air enveloped the entire golden beast god. How did crazy demon extermination godly armor form a beast god? It was via godly power. That was why there was godly power burning on crazy demon extermination godly armor. The black air and the golden beast god kept consuming each other. As the black air completely enveloped the golden beast god, the godly power maintaining crazy demon extermination godly armor was suddenly consumed at a fast rate. The black air was consumed as well, but there was too much of it, and it was coming from every inch of the godly body of Great Thunder Star Master. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Luo Feng tried to transmit his godly power as much as possible to maintain crazy demon extermination godly armor, but it was consumed faster than it was being supplied. It was like a ball of flames being extinguished by water. As for crazy demon extermination godly armor, it was disintegrated as soon as the godly power was fully consumed. The horrifying black air twisted into a weird shape, enveloping Luo Feng. Godly power and black air kept consuming each other. Ha ha ha. Great Thunder Star Master roared recklessly. You made me do this. You made me do this. You're only a universe master, and you don't have much of a godly body or godly power. We're not even at the same level. If you were a universe supreme master, you would be able to last longer. However, you're only a universe master. Even if your godly power were 1,000 times more, you would still die in the end. Ha ha ha. Once you die, all your true treasures, including Star Tower, will be mine. Even if you have multiple bodies, they won't make it in time to save you. Great Thunder Star Master was furious and excited at the same time. Just as he stopped shouting, Luo Feng's godly body in the distance was already annihilated. He had no idea how to deal with black air like this. Even the memory stones from the Duandong River inheritance didn't have any records of such black air. Or if there was, it had been covered by the original mind. Luo Feng had no idea how to resist or attack it. And without an attack, he could only use his godly power. As for his original body, at 100,000 kilometers tall, it was already annihilated. The 4 silver wings, crazy demon extermination armor, a world ring, and blood shadow blade all floated. This greatly excited Great Thunder Star Master. However, the enormous spaceship, boat of Mausoleum, didn't stop at all. Rather, it still slammed into Great Thunder Star Master. In the palace of boat of Mausoleum, golden horned beast Luo Feng stood on his 4 hoofs. He looked outside and was terrified. What's that black air? It's like the opposite of godly power, like water and fire, or light and dark. It's exactly the opposite to godly power. I have never heard of power like this. Such helplessness intimidated Luo Feng. He was indeed powerful, yet he could do nothing to resist it. The black air wasn't even recorded in the inheritance from Duandong River, or it had been recorded, but was covered by the original mind. Perhaps that's why the original universe wants the 3 dead. Luo Feng suddenly understood it. If every universe supreme master had that black air, it wouldn't be a secret, and he should know about it. At least there should have been some records about it in the inheritance from Duandong River. Apparently, that black air was extraordinary, as Great Thunder Star Master didn't even perform it at first and chose to run away. He only used it when he was almost hopeless. Strange objects aren't allowed in the original universe, thought Luo Feng. Yuan Ao Master was killed because he had a strange object, and the strange object was banished from the original universe. That black air is owned by Great Thunder Star Master, which also makes the original mind want him dead. Besides, why did they want Huge Axe dead? Thoughts flooded Luo Feng's mind. He sensed that Universe Ocean wasn't as simple as he had believed. Great Thunder Star Master, Zhenjiu Emperor, and Dragon Rock Ancestral God. They must have held a great secret. Luo Feng's mind worked very quickly. He was staring at the outside and driving Star Tower, with his godly power, to suppress Great Thunder Star Master. Both his original body, and his golden horned beast body could drive the true treasure. Boat of Mausoleum, flying swiftly, crashed into Great Thunder Star Master. The 10 billion kilometer boat of Mausoleum was enormous. It would take Great Thunder Star Master more than a day to fly that far at his speed. It was a horrifying strike. Ah, shouted Great Thunder Star Master. He has another body. Goddamn human. Great Thunder Star Master became desperate. He had thought that he had killed Luo Feng, and that the true treasures and valuables wouldn't be a threat anymore without being controlled. Even though he had suffered a huge loss, it could have been made up for through all the valuables. Even if Luo Feng had another body, it couldn't do anything to help if it was in the original universe. However, Luo Feng's golden horned beast body was in boat of Mausoleum. Luo Feng was very careful and didn't dare to be reckless. Though he was confident, he still had a backup plan. His 2 godly bodies wouldn't come up together usually. His original body would do the adventuring, while his golden horned beast body would stay in boat of Mausoleum. Even if his original body was killed, his golden horned beast body could come out and save the day. This backup plan had helped Luo Feng dodge a bullet this time. If both of his bodies had come out, both of them would have been killed by the black air, and all his valuables would have been seized by Great Thunder Star Master. Luo Feng secretly rejoiced. No matter how confident I am, I need to have a backup plan. No, said Great Thunder Star Master. He was suppressed by Star Tower, and the towering boat of Mausoleum kept pushing him to the core whirlpool. He wasn't able to resist the power from boat of Mausoleum at all, and he kept being pushed backward. He was already in the core whirlpool. "I have fought until now," said Great Thunder Star Master. He was in agony. "I risked everything to transcend incarnations. I'm not meant to die here. It shouldn't be this way. No. I should die at the hands of a universe master." With that unwilling shout, Great Thunder Star Master was pressed into the core whirlpool by boat of Mausoleum. The tearing power from the core whirlpool in whirling swamp ocean kept hitting him, and his thunder giant body was torn apart quickly. Even with the supreme true treasure armor weakening the attacks, the power still damaged his body through the godly armor. After only a short while, the last roar came. "I'm not willing." Everything went silent. The base of boat of Mausoleum opened, and a giant entry appeared. Even in the core whirlpool, boat of Mausoleum was still steady as a rock. It swallowed all the valuables from the dead Great Thunder Star Master and Star Tower. The giant gate at the base closed, and boat of Mausoleum flew out. Blood Shadow Blade, the Silver Four Wings, and Crazy Demon Extermination godly armor all flew into boat of Mausoleum through the side gate. In the main cabin at the base of boat of Mausoleum, a golden horned beast walked through the hallway. Just as he was walking, the godly power from golden horned beast extended out of his body and formed a human shape. Soon, an earthling original body was formed. The earthling original body had 90% of the godly body, while the golden horned beast only had 10%. For what it's worth, I'll leave a body in boat of Mausoleum, so I can at least take the true treasures back. Luo Feng felt fortunate. He would be more careful after that fight. Luo Feng and Golden Horned Beast walked to the handrail, and saw the large number of objects in the bottom cabin, Star Tower, valuables left by Great Thunder Star Master, and parts of the body of Great Thunder Star Master. "Come." Luo Feng waved his hands. Blood Shadow Blade, Star Tower, Crazy Demon Extermination godly armor, and the other valuables flew and merged with the original body. No wonder it's a universe supreme master. He even had a body after he died. Luo Feng smiled and looked down at the pieces of the body. Universe supreme masters were of a completely different life form than those under them. Life forms determined power, and different life forms had completely different levels of power. Only because of the suppression created by the rules could only wield godly power at 10,000 times that of universe masters. If there wasn't for suppression, even with the environment, he couldn't have killed a universe supreme master so easily with boat of Mausoleum and Duan Mia. "Let me see what valuables I got." Luo Feng started to check his trophies. At that moment, weird things were happening in different areas in the three lands of Extremis. It's dangerous in the front. Let's. In the deep area of the inner area of Tilted Peak Sector, 6 universe masters were carefully looking at the front. One of the masters was talking. Suddenly, a great being from the thunderstorm star race fell without warning. His godly body was intact, yet it was lifeless. The other 5 universe masters were all shocked. He died. How? How did he die without any signs? Nobody attacked him. Did the miniature universe he lived in crumble? If a miniature universe crumbles, all the lives bound to it will die. Did Great Thunder Star Master die? I heard that Great Thunder Star Master fought Milky Way Horde leader, Luo Feng. Could it be? At that moment, 6 universe masters from Thunderstorm race were found to be dead in Universe Ocean, and lots of powers started to contact the 15 universe masters, who were watching on the reef of Whirling Swamp Ocean. On the central reef of Whirling Swamp Ocean, the 15 universe supreme masters were in their palaces, watching the fight anxiously and feeling the ripples of power. One message after another was sent. Did Great Thunder Star Master die? Did you see something? All 15 universe masters were talking to their friends and the leaders of their races. No, we can't see anything. Luo Feng is fighting Great Thunder Star Master. They are fighting at the bottom of Whirling Swamp Ocean, so we don't dare to go down. The surroundings were shaking before, yet it's quiet now. We didn't see anything. Are you saying that several universe masters from Thunderstorm Star died without being attacked? Yes, Luo Feng and Great Thunder Star Master were fighting at the bottom of the sea. Great Thunder Star Master must have died. Otherwise, there's no explanation. Ancestor, go to the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master. If he dies and his miniature universe crumbles, lots of universe masters and universe knights will be dead instantly. Those valuables don't have masters now. There's also storage in the race of Thunderstorm Star. Quick! The humans are still in the original universe, and it'll take them a long time to arrive there. The miniature universe of our race is close to that one. Quick! Go there now. At the same time. Hong. Long. The giant spaceship emerged from the core whirlpool of whirling swamp ocean. It covered the sky and land, and it raced forward confidently and recklessly. Those 15 universe masters, who were communicating with their friends and races, were all dazed. Then they started to notify others. Ancestor, I see it. Boat of Mausoleum. Boat of Mausoleum. Boat of Mausoleum just flew out of whirling swamp ocean. I can't see Great Thunder Star Master. Great Thunder Star Master must have died. Incredible. A Universe Supreme Master just died. How did Luo Feng do it? It's Boat of Mausoleum, and I can't see Great Thunder Star Master. I don't see him. Lots of powers knew instantly, and quite a few powers immediately figured out that the small universe of Great Thunder Star Master had crumbled. All those valuables would be masterless. Many universe masters, and even universe supreme masters took off there. They all thought that even Luo Feng hadn't really expected to win, so humans wouldn't have arranged anyone outside the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master. Endless air permeated. The Black Pyramid was floating. Inside it, Darkness Master stared at the giant miniature universe in the distance. Suddenly, an email was sent to him through the virtual universe. There were only 6 words in the email: Great Thunder is dead. Starting collecting. Darkness Master opened his eyes wide and was dazed for 3 seconds. Then he bellowed, he really killed a Universe Supreme Master. This nephew of mine is impressive. Ha ha ha. Crumbling small universe, here I come. Darkness Master flew toward the miniature universe in Black Prison Tower. When he was approaching, he saw that the surface of the small universe was already cracked. Within the miniature universe that was starting to degenerate and collapse, the floating continent was cracking. Cracks appeared in space, creating a scene depicting the imminent end of the universe, but it was, in fact, only the initial stage of the collapse. All living souls that had originally been in this miniature universe had been quietly annihilated. Only numerous floating godly bodies could be seen. All my fellow humans. All my fellow humans, come. All of you should come here. A black pyramid could be seen flying at high speed. The dark hole of the deep abyss at its base had opened, and it was swallowing without restraint, sucking in treasures it found along the way, and even some universe masters, and the godly bodies of universe knights. Because on these godly bodies, there might be treasures like godly armor and the like. Scour and collect. Scour and collect as wildly as possible. No matter how composed Darkness Master was, he was still incomparably exhilarated. Thunderstorm Star Race only had one Universe Supreme Master. In terms of treasures and wealth in its treasure vault, it is at most comparable to us humans. Should there come a day when we are able to exterminate a top power like the Divine Eye clan, the wealth we gain will truly be something impressive. The humans were, indeed, very poor. Before Luo Feng had met with all his great opportunities, Huge Axe Creator's supreme true treasure was the only one the human race had. Likewise, Thunderstorm Star Race also had only one supreme true treasure. Yet, with the passing of time, the pinnacle true treasures that Thunderstorm Star Race had in their possession started to outnumber that of humans. By causing our huge axe to be annihilated, you have brought yourselves to this sorry end, said Darkness Master. At times, the Black Pyramid would be advancing at high speed. Other times, it would teleport. Then finally, it managed to scour and collect everything it could find within the entire miniature universe. Thereafter, Darkness Master, who was feeling incredibly satisfied, left. He left behind a clean, yet utterly defeated miniature universe. Not too long later, a stream of golden, flowing light flashed by and dashed into this utterly defeated miniature universe. Nothing. Nothing. Everything is gone. Who was it? Reaching here before us to scour the entire miniature universe, so thoroughly that not a single valuable is left. A great being from another race, whose body was radiating golden light rays, was hovering within the miniature universe. He felt utterly helpless as he lamented, "I rushed here as fast as I could. Scouring and collecting things would take some time. Could it be, the moment that old fellow, Great Thunder died, his miniature universe was scoured, and everything was taken? Alas! It looks like this was likely done by the humans." Thereafter, he helplessly transformed into a streak of light, teleported a few times, and charged directly out of the miniature universe. At that moment, 2 more streaks of flowing light appeared outside. "Rampaging Devil God, you actually beat everyone to it. Rampaging Devil God, you cannot be taking all the treasures and wealth in the treasury vault for yourself." The 2 streaks of flowing light came to a halt. Both were Pinnacle Palace true treasures, and they were speaking up at the same time. Rampaging Devil God, who was about to leave, let out a howling cry. "I just arrived not too long ago, too. Everything in the treasure vault of the Thunderstorm Star race has already been taken away. I have taken nothing at all. Rampaging Devil God, you are a lone traveler. Is there any need for you to take everything for yourself? Rampaging Devil God, don't lie. How long ago has it been since Great Thunder Star Master was annihilated? Scouring the entire miniature universe to collect the valuables would require a long time, yet you say you have found and taken nothing at all. Who would believe that?" Rampaging Devil God flew into a rage immediately. The feeling of being so grievously wronged was unpleasant. "You two are fools. I said I have taken nothing. That means I have taken nothing. Why should I even lie about it? I have no time to continue this pointless talk with you. I'm leaving." Rampaging Devil God howled again. Then, in a flash, he vanished. This rampaging Devil God had a strange temper. He liked to swallow rocks and metals. A huge amount of the essence of rocks and metals had condensed onto his outer shell, forming a golden covering. Furthermore, he also had a supreme true treasure, bloody sea devil armor, which, by right, should be radiating an endless bloody light. Yet Rampaging Devil God had instead made bloody sea devil armor become golden in color. Generally, all places he passed by would be enveloped by a golden hue. The effect was remarkably dazzling. That savage fellow, Rampaging, would not stoop so low as to lie. Could it be that he truly did not take anything? Maybe it is the humans. Luo Feng lured Great Thunder Star Master into a battle. Maybe he had devised a plot that succeeded in the end, annihilating Great Thunder Star Master. Then the human race could scour the miniature universe thoroughly and collect everything they found. This would be a sizable amount. With that, they too left. Thereafter, great beings of several groups arrived in succession, but what was left for them was only a desolated miniature universe. On the peak of Thunder Island in the virtual universe, a group of universe masters of the human race had gathered. As for Luo Feng, he had previously focused all his energy on the fight, so he had not divided his attention into entering the virtual universe. We are not sure if Luo Feng succeeded or not. Killing a universe supreme master required some luck. No one can say for sure whether success is possible. Primal Chaos City Leader, Long Yang Master, Void Gold Master, Deserted Mirror Master, and the others were all seated on their thrones, feeling nervous and perturbed as they waited. A short moment later, a message appeared before Primal Chaos City Leader. With a light tap, he read the mail and soon revealed a look of surprise and joy. Great Thunder Star Master, Primal Chaos City Leader looked around at the numerous universe masters, who were all waiting in anticipation. Is dead. Ha ha ha. What madness. Simply unbelievable. The human universe masters were going crazy with joy. A universe master killing a universe supreme master was a miracle. It was a great tragedy, of course, for Great Thunderstar Master, who had been annihilated, as well as for his Thunderstorm Star race. But Luo Feng and his human race could not have been more excited and exhilarated. Darkness Master is now in Great Thunderstar Master's miniature universe collecting all the items that are now without masters, Primal Chaos City Leader said in a leisurely tone. This is great for us since our race is currently lacking these. Great Thunderstar Master's annihilation had far-reaching effects. A Universe Supreme Master had been annihilated just like that. Throughout the entire Universe Ocean, it was rare for Universe Masters from the 3 reincarnation eras and 2 holy lands to be annihilated. Even if they were, normally, it would happen within the core regions of the 3 most dangerous lands, or because of environmental reasons, but the cases of annihilation by other great beings were so few that they could be counted on 2 hands. We must clarify the cause of Great Thunderstar Master's death. If we do not know his cause of death, maybe we will be the next in line. At that point in time, various groups of powers and even supreme masters who traveled alone were in a frenzy. They were all heading toward Whirling Swamp Ocean to investigate. In the next 7 days following the battle between Luo Feng and Great Thunderstar Master, there had been 2 Universe Supreme Masters arriving successively to conduct some thorough investigation. In the half a year following the battle, the number had increased to 22 Universe Supreme Masters. Based on the traces of battle left behind, they tried to deduce how Luo Feng had annihilated Great Thunderstar Master. Without clarification, how could they have peace of mind? Judging from the position, this battle must have happened around the area by the core whirlpool. Great Thunderstar Master must have worn his supreme true treasure godly armor as self-protection, and had intended to charge and kill via a head-on confrontation. Even for a Universe Supreme Master, this might not be possible. So we can almost be sure that it was the core whirlpool that brought about the annihilation of Great Thunderstar Master. But the question is, why did he not dodge? This is the key point. We can only say that Luo Feng must have staged a ploy to prevent Great Thunderstar Master from leaving the core whirlpool. Milky Way Horde leader Luo Feng must have a secret ultimate technique. He must have a technique that he is exceptionally skilled at. For instance, there are abilities to restrain or limit. And this ability of his is likely from the inheritance of the Pulse of Du and Dong River. He must have gained a restraining type unique treasure. The chances are very high. Time passed. The death of a Universe Supreme Master would always seize the attention of various groups of top powers and keep them on their toes. They had guessed that Luo Feng knew a limiting type method, but if the Universe Supreme Master he was pitted against had a restraining type means, too, then that Universe Supreme Master would have the ability to come and go as he pleased. How could he be annihilated? This limiting type means that Luo Feng used, no one knew what it was. Even more than before, these various groups started to exercise more vigilance whenever Luo Feng was involved. If a being was able to kill a Universe Supreme Master, regardless of how he achieved it, he definitely could not be treated lightly. They had to be vigilant. Purple Moon Holy Land is in trouble. When fighting the humans, Purple Moon Holy Land enlisted the help of other groups of powers within the primal universe to suppress the development of the humans. They even issued a killing order on all humans before. Now, Luo Feng is merely a universe master, and yet is able to make use of some secret special means to annihilate a Universe Supreme Master. When he becomes a Universe Supreme Master, I'm afraid he is going to be more intimidating than Teacher Origin. If this goes on, it seems like Purple Moon Holy Land is going to suffer quite a loss. Purple Moon Holy Land is already an eternal existence to begin with. There is no need for it to suppress the humans. Now, it has incurred the wrath of a great enemy. You all think too highly of the humans. Great enemy. Purple Moon Holy Land is, after all, a Holy Land universe. Even if it is temporarily at a disadvantage, they are an eternal existence. After a few reincarnation eras, they will still be as strong and powerful as ever. Besides, to this day, no one can say for sure whether or not the human race can live past 3 reincarnation eras. The aftermath of Great Thunderstar Master's annihilation lingered on, and Luo Feng, whom the various groups of top powers in the entire universe ocean had placed so much focus on, suddenly disappeared. For over 300 years, not a single great being could find a trace of Luo Feng. He had completely removed himself from the scene. Even so, he remained recognized as one of the most terrifying existences, and the memories of him were etched deeply in the minds of great beings from various groups of top powers in Universe Ocean. Universe Masters would have to escape and hide, if possible. If not, it would be better to surrender obediently and banish all thoughts of resistance. As for Universe Supreme Masters, they still would need to practice some vigilance. It was best to steer clear of dangerous environments, lest an accidental lack of vigilance cause one to lose everything and become Great Thunder Star Master II. Within Star Tower, a drop of blood hovered in a fixed spot in one of the individual spaces. Great Thunder Star Master carried with him quite a fair amount of treasures and precious materials, said Luo Feng. The top-notch materials are almost used up, and there are 2 pinnacle true treasures swallowed, too. But there is just enough to help Shawu Wings produce one more drop of godly blood. Luo Feng turned to look to his side at the wings on Golden Horned Beast. At the moment, only one more patch of the bloodstain left from its previous injury remained. Luo Feng turned to look at the outside world through Star Tower. From where he was in the vast universe ocean, he could already faintly see the immeasurably huge primal universe. Primal universe, I am back. Luo Feng revealed a trace of a smile. He changed the form of Star Tower and secretly made his way out until he had exited Universe Boat. For this long period of time, he had spent his time on cultivation, immersing himself in the study of the godly power genes. At times, he made use of his talent technique of the endless remote ocean within the primal universe to create and conduct experiments. Over 300 years. This length of time was, in fact, more than 300 eras. The number of experiments he had performed equaled more than 80,000. There may have been the occasional rewarding outcome, but the course of studying had led Luo Feng to believe that such a path was extremely difficult. I will head back first to rejuvenate my godly body. Then I will go send some congratulatory gifts to teacher. A glint of eagerness flashed in Luo Feng's eyes. Teacher Primal Chaos City Leader had always bestowed great kindness upon him. This supreme true treasure armor Luo Feng had seized from Great Thunder Star Master was the first gesture of gratitude he wanted to present to teacher after he had gained power and prestige. After all, even Darkness Master and Pengong Master had previously received supreme true treasures from him. This video will end here.